Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I woke up very recently. Get you the links here. So the original link was Penpa, which is this first link. But it did generate enough puzzles in Sudoku Pad version. Bet cells row 7, column 2. Hey, Panthera. It seems there's 3 Sudoku streams going on at once, so that might explain. And also, I forgot to pre-create this stream, so that could explain the lack of people in chat. But give people a minute to filter in and then see. Hey, MechJackRowWave, how you doing? Lapis, you said a small 6x6 the other day, so puzzle set? Nice. I set a 6x6 last night instead of going to bed, and it took longer than I thought. So that's in Zeta's 6x6 thread now. I don't think anyone solved it yet. No. I thought it was neat, though. Setting little 6x6s is nice because you can basically introduce one idea, and then once you get the idea, the rest solves, and then you're done. So, all right. Well, I guess I could just get started solving and see if people actually join today. People can always watch the VOD. So, this puzzle is called Beetle. It's by Erik. We have normal Sudoku rules, arrow rules. So arrow rules, everything's kind of overlapping here, so it's a little difficult to see, but we have circles with arrows connected to them. These open circles with arrows connected to them. What that means is the digits we put on the arrows, like say I put 3, 5 here. I have a 3 and a 5 on the arrow. The connected circle is the sum of those digits. So that would be 8 here. So that's how arrows work. There's an arrow here and here. There's one kind of overlapping here, if you kind of see it. This puzzle seems to have a lot of overlapping elements. And then we have thermo rules. So thermos start with these closed circle bulbs. And then as you move along them, the digit must strictly increase. So if I put a 4 here, this needs to be strictly bigger than 4. So I could do a 5, I could do a 6. And then this one needs to be strictly bigger than 6. I'm ignoring the arrow for now. This could be a 7, it could be an 8, for example. And then the colored lines clarify which way these thermos go. So these thermos meet here. So I need a 9 here, for example. Ignore the conflict here. Because maybe I'll do 7, 8. There we go. So this needs to be bigger than this one, and then this also needs to be bigger than this one. So I violated it already, but that's just an example. And then circles on their own, which aren't connected to a line, are odd circles, which means the cell that they occupy is an odd number. So we can just highlight those. I think it's just these two. And put 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 into them. And this one can't be 9. So those are the rules. Links are in chat. And I'm going to get started. So this one's interesting to me because this cannot be... This has to be smaller than 5, is what I'm trying to say. So this is... And it can't be smaller than 3, because we need to do 1, 2 to add to 3. So this is 3 or 4. There's always a 1, which goes here. And then this is a 2 or a 3. And there's always a 3 in one of these cells. This could be anything bigger than 3. So this could be 4 through 9. But I guess it can't be 9. So it's 4 through 8, which probably not worth filling at the moment. But we can do the same for some of these here. So what do we know? This one here has to be less than 6. So this is 3, 4, or 5, which means that this is 1 or 2, and then this is 2, 3, or 4. All right. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't. Let's see here. I'm wondering about these arrows. They aren't as restricted as these ones. This bulb is just not... This bulb's just not 9. I wonder if that affects things. So where does 9 go in this column, maybe, is the question to ask, because it can't go here because of the thermo bulb. It can't go here, it shares a row. It can't go here because it's earlier on a thermo, and these are also earlier on a thermo. We already know these can't be 9, so 9's in one of these two cells in this column. Does this column have a similar issue with 9? Because it can't go here, 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 here. I don't know if this can be 9. This might be 9-able. But certainly you can't do a 9 midway down a thermo. Hey, Jessica, welcome. So 9's either also up here. Oh, but okay, so if 9 were up here, then we put a 9 here, which does seem to work. But otherwise, there's a 9 exactly here. I don't see a reason that would be a problem, though. Oh, true. For Panthera has a good point that for row 5... Hey, Max, how you doing? In row 5, where do we put the 9? Well, it has to be in one of these two cells, because... Why did I exclude 9 from here? Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have excluded 9 from here. Yeah, that was wrong. I don't know why I thought it couldn't be here. But in this row, 9 needs to be in one of these two. But there's no reason to think it would be in one column or the other. Hey, RifClan, welcome. So we know what these all sum to. Well, no, we don't. We know one of them's 9. So I guess that doesn't help yet. We know that one of these is 9, and then the other 9's up here. Yeah, okay, so Riff Clown's point, which I'm not sure what we can do with yet, but might as well talk about it. the sum of the digits on an arrow plus its circle is always even because that's the same sum. So when you add a number to itself, it's always even by definition. And so these sum to an even number, but we know an entire row sums to 45, which is odd. Just giving away secrets here. So that means these 3 cells are an odd number. Hey, Eric, welcome. You didn't get a notification I was live? I notified on Discord. All right. Yeah, I mean, hopefully people will filter in. I had like 2 viewers when I started, but that's my fault for not making the video earlier, or making the stream earlier. All right. Well, this is obviously just 7, 8, or 9. I don't know if that matters. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Hey, Thomas, you got the Discord notice? Good. Yeah, there's actually 3 Sudoku streams happening at the exact same time, so that's probably part of it. This is when I stream, though. I'm not... The hope is that other Sudoku streamers know everyone else's schedule and don't trample each other, but I have no control over when they decide to stream. So hold on. This can't be bigger than 7, because this is 2 away and on the same thermo. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, but it can't be 5 or 6, which doesn't... Okay, so then this can't be 6 or 7. And then... I guess I should just be good lifting these thermos more. This cell is... let's see, 1, 2... This could be as low as 3. So it's 3 through 7. Oh, but it can't be 3 or 4 because of this 1. This is at least 2 now. But 2 plus 3 is 5. So we're either 2 plus 4 to get to 6. That's the only way to make 6. Or we're 2 plus 5 to make 7, or 3 plus 4 to make 7. Okay, that's more limited than I thought. I forgot this 1 happened. So this is also minimum 2, 3 to 5. So, and then this is 2 away. So this is 5, 6, 7, and it can't be a 6, interestingly. So this can't be 6, so this is minimum 7, 8. So this is 8, 9 as well. So we have an 8, 9 pair now. And then these are either 2, 3 to add to 5. That's the only way to get to 5, or... Hey, Harry, thanks. Welcome to the stream. Or we could do 2 plus 5 to make 7, or we could do 3 plus 4 to make 7. I think that's it. Now, what did this do? These can't both be 7, which is a little bit interesting. Because if these, just to explain, I saw it and I didn't explain it. These, if these were both 7, then these would both be 9. Can't put 2 9s in a row. That's the only reason I'm saying that. So this is also bigger than this 5, 7. So this is 6, 7. It can't be 8, 9. Not 9 either. Oh, I guess it could be 9. It's the end of a thermo. I wonder what these odd dots are doing. Hey, Worm, welcome. Oh, that's a good question, Worm. So if this row 9, column 9 were a 2, good to see you, Worm. Glad you could join us, and Derek. Yeah, and then also I saw an announcement that Navaria is also streaming right now, so we're splitting the Sudoku community at the moment. Anyway, if this were a 2, then both of these are 3. So the only choice is to do 3, 4, 7. But then both of these cannot be 7. So this has to be a 1 for what it's worth. So these are consecutive now. I saw something that I don't even think there's a conclusion from it, but it's interesting, so I'll point it out, which is if this was 4 or 5, then that eliminates 4 from this cell, but it forces this to be 7, because 5 forces this to be 7, and then this needs to add to 7 without this being a 4, so it would have to be 2, 5. So you'd end up with a 5 here and a 5 here. But it doesn't, and then in here somewhere. 1 in box 3, okay. Just these 2 spots? Am I missing? Guess not. Also over here. 1 in column 7. Okay, so this one keeps it out of these 3. Can't be in these, and then it can't be here because of that one. Okay, so 1 is placed in this column. Is that the same in this row? No, because 1 can be here. So one of these is a 1. True, Rift Clown, yeah. So earlier we pointed out that this is odd. Now we know the exact sum, which is 45 minus 34. Why did I get a different number than Rift Clown? I'm just going to use my calculator. I'm too tired to mental math. So 45 minus 17 twice is 11. These add to 11. Oh, 1 in column 3 now? Okay, we'll look at 11 in a second. I'm assuming it's here because I have that marked. Yeah, this 1 keeps it out of here. Ah, yes, okay. So 1 goes there. There's a 1 in here somewhere. Is adding to 11 interesting? This can't be a 2, so if it was a 3, we'd have to be surrounded by 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 is 12. So this has to be a 1 then. Nice, we're getting digits. So these add to 10 without using 8 or 9. So they're 3, 7, or 4, 6. Got to carry the 1, yep. Let's see. So these 1 and 2 are gone. So these add to at least 7. So this is 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8 are I, apparently. Oh, you know what happened is I hit the divide key on the numpad and that switches to letter mode. I was wondering how that was happening to me. So these are only from 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Basically can't use 7. And then this is bigger than 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, but it stops there. 8, 9 in column 5. Well, they're not here as we just saw because of the box. Can't put an 8 or 9 on this cell because of the 2. And then this is a bulb, so it can't be 8 or 9 because we got 2 digits bigger than it. So yeah, 8, 9 pair here. That's a nice catch, Derek. We caught this one for the row, but we didn't catch this for the column. I'm not sure what that did. This is part of a longer thermo. Hold on. This is a thermo? Okay. I kind of didn't notice that. So this is 2, 3, or 4. And then this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but not a 6. If this isn't a 5, then we have a 2, 3, 4 virtual. We have a 2, 3, 4 triple somewhere in these 4 cells. And then, oh, actually, where does 5 go in the box? This 5 looks over, and this must be a 5. So that's cool. Guess I can clean up these. Row 8, column 8 in column 7. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. So if I make this purple, purple obviously doesn't repeat in the box, and it's 2, 3, or 4, which surprisingly none of these are marked as possible. So it goes here, and it's a 2, 3, 4. Nice spot, Derek. We have something similar. Not really. This one can't do the same thing. What about this 2, 3 here? It's up here. Can it be purple? Hey, Aaron, welcome. 2 and 5 in row 5. That's a good point, I think. So first of all, 5 in the row. We've excluded 5 from these cells because they need to add to 10. Right. And there's no 5 in this box. So 5 is over here. Definitely. And it joins a 3 or a 4 in order to add to 8 or 9. So that's a virtual 3, 4 pair. And then I need a 2 in the row, which now can't go over here. So this is either going to be 2, 6 adding to 8 or 2, 7 adding to 9. And that's where the other 6, 7 goes. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Worm says it's row 2, column 2 that did the same thing. Ah. Yes, indeed. We don't know if it's purple or not, so that might get a little confusing, but this green cell here goes down here. There's a 2, 3. So I guess I could color this one blue just to say it's the other 2, 3. We have a 2, 3 pair here now. We don't know if purple is blue or green, and so that's a little confusing. There's 2 and 3. 2 and 3 go up here because oh wait, hold on. What about here? 2? Okay, 2 in this box, I can at least say, joins the 1s up here. This is a 1-2 pair. I don't know about 3. 3 is on this arrow then. So, okay, because 3 is on it, 4 is not on it. It's 3, 5, or 3, 6. I guess I could mark this as the 2 values it can be. This is 6 or 7. Ah, this can't be a 3 anymore because the 3 looks up. This is minimum 4. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, which means this can't be a 4 anymore. Mark's saying 8 in box 2. This 8 looks up. These are not all, none of these are 8. So 8's in one of these two. Hey, Listesh, welcome. Row 8, column 5 cannot be 6. It would make row 9, column 5 a 7, and it breaks row 2, column 5. Right, this being a 6, 7 now, we can do the thermo trick. Or if this was a 6, this would be a 7, and then this would be empty. So this cannot be 6. Nice spot, Listesh. 9 in column 7. Ooh, right. Now that we've occupied this spot here, and this spot, we said 9 had to be in one of these 3. So this is the 9. That's a nice breakthrough. So this is 4, 5. This is 8. So this is 2, 6. And then, of course, this is not 4, 6. Guess that 8 makes that a 7, makes that a 6. 6 can't have a 3 on it, so blue is 2, green is 3. Oh, nice. Okay, I can get rid of these colors. This is not a 6. This is now just a 3, 5 pair, adding to 8. That's a 9, that's a 7. Ooh, big breakthrough. That's not a 3. Which means that can't be a 5 anymore. We're minimum 6 now, so that's a 7. Ah, this 2 looks up, 2 and 6. Oh, yeah, how do I add to 6 with a 2? I use a 4. Okay, so purple was a 2, 3. Interesting. Oh, 3, 5 pair means this is not a 5. Also, this is not a 5. You don't believe Jaleb's shady math trick? You know, the other day, zetamath did not even prove the fundamental theorem of arithmetic before using it in a Sudoku. All right. All right. We need 2 and 9, it looks like. Remember way back when I marked 9s up here? It happened to be correct. Right. The other 2, 3 in this column. Oh, it could go here, couldn't it? The other 2, 3 in this column's in one of these 2 cells. 3, 7 pair in box 5 does remove this 3 from here. True Panthera. In fact, this is just a triple, so we need 2, 4, and 6. They're even. Ugh. Yikes. Oh, I have a 4, 5 pair here. I wonder what that does. There we go. Oh, no. What happened? I'm gonna refresh the page. My input got messed up. All right. Let's see. What can we put here? 1, 3, 4, and 9. It looks like. Oh, if that's true, then this is the 1, and that's the 9. How did that happen? Why couldn't this be a 1? Oh, this couldn't be a 9. That was the issue. So we have a 3, 4 looking here, making a hidden 3, 4. 1 9's left here. This 9 looks over. That's what happened. 9s can finish. Ooh, that would be nice. I'm not seeing. Okay, this is a 9. This is a 9. We have a 9 over here. I don't see how to finish them, though. Ah, we have a 9. Oh, 9 in this row is the good question to ask. Oh, wait, it could go here. This touch has a point. 2, 3 pair in row 1. Ah, true. So that's 9, that's 2. I don't think I can finish this X-Wing on 9s, though. This is a quad also. We need 1, 2, 3, and 7. So this is the 1. Right, there's a triple left in this box. We have 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 6, and 7. Which then makes this a pair. 5 and 8. But the 8 looks down, so we can finish those. 8 or 5 and 8 this way. This is a. Oh, this is not 5 anymore. Actually, this hasn't been 5 since that was reduced to 2, 3. This is a pair. 5 and 7. This is now always a 2, I'm being told. Ah, because this can't be 5, so that can't be 4. So this is a 2. Nice, JLo. That places this 1. What? Am I not done with 1s? I am done with 1s. Right, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 3, so that's a 4. 7 and 2, 4 and 3. Ah, that's 5, that's 7, that's 5. That cell was a 5 today. That's unusual. It's probably just Sudoku that I'm missing here. What do I need over here? 5 and 8, it looks like. And then this is 6 and 7, and we know the order. Three in this row goes only here. Okay. Oh, that's not a 7, so the 7 goes here. Pink. Box 8 has a thermo. True, and 4 is I have learned recently that 4 is not actually greater than 5, so this has to be a 6. Let's see. I need a 2. Oh, this is filled, and it is a 2. And then this is whatever's left. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, is it time to deploy the market button? Boop. Right, that's 5. I love that. 4, 5 pair sees over. That's 8. That's 5. That's 6 and 8. That's 6. That's 8. Ooh, we got a 4, 5. What resolves this? Oh, because these add to 7. So that's 5. That's 4. That's 5. That's 4. Nice. Thanks, Erik. That was a neat idea. Enjoyed it. Very nice. Let's see here. By the way, Woofer, I don't know if you're watching, but you marked your puzzle as Thursday, which is why I'm not doing it today. But if you do want me to do it, let me know. It's a plugin. Someone made a user script. Not someone. I will tell you the name of the person. It's in the web app feedback channel if you scroll up. Unfortunately, that channel is pretty active, but let me link it to you guys. Wish I remembered the name of... Oh, I thought this would be faster to find. Chameleon made it. And here's the link if you want to try it out. It has a market button and it has a Svenit button. The market button will good lift every cell. Hey, Randall, welcome. But only if you have enough of the numbers placed, because it doesn't. It just trusts what numbers you've used in the puzzle. It doesn't use any numbers you haven't used in the puzzle. So it's kind of for an end of puzzle thing. You can click market, and then Svenit will, using your pencil marks, apply any singles. So it could end up finishing the puzzle if it's all singles to the end. But yeah, Chameleon made that. All right. What was I doing? I was pulling up another puzzle, probably. Ah, it's Lapis's puzzle. Very nice. This is a debut. Very first puzzle by Lapis. Always love doing that. All right, this puzzle is called Me First Sudoku. It's by LapisOnTheMoon. So we have normal Sudoku rules. We also have disjoint groups. They just cannot appear in the same relative position. So what that means is pick a position in a box, or pick a cell in a box, like this one here. And you select the same position in every box. There's going to be 9 of them, because there's 9 boxes. And this also acts like a row or column or box, in that we have the digits 1 to 9 exactly once each. And that's true of every position within a box. Additionally, we have standard killer cages. So digits in a cage sum to the value in the top left, and can't repeat, though they couldn't anyway in this puzzle. So these three add to 18, for example. We have arrows. So we just did those last puzzle. The digits on an arrow sum to the value in the circle. So if I do 3, 5 here, oops, 3, 5, that adds to 8. So that's how that works. And then partial kropki. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1:2 ratio. Not all dots are given. So across this black dot, if I put a 3 here, I must put a 6 because one of them has to be double the other. If I put a 4 here, this could be 2 or 8 because either one of those fulfills one being double the other. And then we have a thermo on the grid. We just did thermos as well. From the bulb end, digits strictly increase. So if I put a 3 here, this needs to be bigger than 3, like a 5. This has to be bigger than 5, like could be 6. And we could just finish that off like that. All right, those are the rules. I think a good place to start is this 10 cage, which has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Which we can clean up a little bit. It's the only way to make 10 and 4. Box 7. Right, so we can do some math here. We know the box adds to 45, so if we subtract 11 and 18, that's 16. There's only one way to add to 16, and Thermo tells us the order. We also have the secret in this box, so this is 28. Which is 17, so that's 8, 9, so that's 8, 9. But this 9 removes this from being 9 because of disjoint. True, the 11 cage is 1, 2, 3, 5. And so these are down to, oops, this can't be 3, 5, this can't be 1, 5, and this can't be 1, 2. This is the leftover one. Yep, it's yours, Lapis. I thought you were here, sorry. This is 4, 6, and 8. Down to 18. And this is 5, 6, and 7 at 18. Well, I don't think these are adding to 4, are they? This could be 1, 2, 1. I guess it could. But 8 can't go here on the thermo. That's a good point from Cloud. This is a 1 or a 4, and so is this. And the 4 looks over, so that's a 1. What do we do from here? Oh, welcome, Sayari. It's been a while. Arrow in column 7. This arrow. Yeah. This is a big jumble of arrows here. This has to be 2, 3, 4 to add to 9. Definitely true. Sayari's point, which means this is a 1 as well. So now we have a 3, 4 pair in here. That places a 2 and a 1. So 9 down here. This could be a 1, so this could be a... Oh, but this can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So this adds to 5, 6, 7, or 8, I guess. You have 13 minutes left? Oh, I'm sorry. The arrow in box 7 can't be 4. Can't anymore. True. Now that I placed this 1, this now can't be... this has to be at least 3, so yeah, this is now adds to 6. In fact, this has to just be a 3 and a 2 to get to 6. So that's not a 2. I could just good lift this column, I think, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gone, so 5, 6, 7, 8's left. And then you can't put a 5 or a 7 on a black dot. So this is 3 or 4. And this is 5 or 7, but it can't be a 7. Nice. So that's 5, that's 6, that's 3, that's 8. You can clean up some of the red marks there. So if this was a 2, oh, this is at least 3. So yeah, we could do 2, 3, or we could do 3, 4, and that's it. 1 in row 3. Ah, true, it's just placed. Very nice. Oh, and these are done. 3, 2, 1, 5. This should be known. Oh no, this is oh yeah, this is 7, this is 6. It was known, I just shouldn't have known that quite yet. DJ C7 box 6. Disjoint column 7 box 6. Okay, so this 2 goes here. Now that's a 2. This is a 9 and something. A 4 and a 9. These 4, 8 pair look over. It's resolved. I wonder if this arrow is interesting yet. Maybe this black dot. Because you can't have a 1 or a 2 on it. So we're either 3, 6, which could go this way, or we're 4, 8, which could go either way as far as I can tell. I'm trying to scan for disjoints. Okay, this 3 removes 3 from here, so that can't be 6. So it is 4, 8. 1 in the row 9 goes here. Nice, Sarah. Okay, there's one more 1 to place. Goes here. And now we're done with 1s. Nice. This is a pair. We have 1, 2. We need... Oh, we have 1, 2, 3. We need 4. We need 4 and 8 here. We have a 4, 8 pair, and that's in the same disjoint spot. So that sees that cell, making it a 3. Oh, interesting. With this being a 2, this can't be a 7 anymore, because this couldn't be 5. Why did I not mark 5 here, though? I think I just missed 5 as an option there. So we're just not a 4. Let's see. This is a triple, and this is a pair, so let's do them. I have 1, I need 2. Oh, 2 is placed. We have 3, 4, 5. I need 6 and 9 left. And then this is 5 and 7, it looks like. How are we doing on 2s? Pretty close. Ah, and this 2 sees here. So 2 in this box has to go here. And then now we should be able to finish, yeah, this 2 here. And all the 2s are done. What can this be? Let's do the whole row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gone. This is 5, 6, 7, and 9. And this can't be a 5. So this is 5, can't be 6. So this isn't a 7. This is 5 or 8. I do better than that with disjoint or something. Yeah, this 6 sees here, so that's a 9, that's an 8. Let's see. 8 in this box goes here. This is 5, 6, 7. This 7 sees here. I'm sure there's a bunch of disjoint I'm missing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5, 6, 7, and 9. 9 can't go in any of these. Is there a 9 in this disjoint yet? There's not, actually. All right, I'll do this whole column. Garion spotted a naked single in it. Or maybe it's this. Maybe this row is better. 1, 2. I need 3, 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I need 9. Yeah. So this is a naked 4. Nice, Garion. Oh, so this is 8 and 4. Oops. 8 and 4. Middle disjoint. I'm told I can place 5. Yeah, can't this there's a 5 in this column. What keeps it out of here? No, I don't see it. I'm gonna fill these 2 cells. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 and 7. Box 3 is resolved using disjoint. Yeah, this 5 sees here. That's 7 and 5. That's a 5. That's a 6. That's a 7. We got the 5 now. That's not 5 or 6. These aren't 7s. What about the 3, 4? Yeah, middle 3 resolves there. That's 4 and 3. Oh, this has to be a 3 to add to 5. We're doing on 3s. So in this box, 3 is in one of these two. So that looks up. Oh, actually 3 is exactly here in this box. Even better. That's a 3. And 3s are done. Nice. Kind of finishing them in order, huh? This is 7 or 9. This 7 sees here, so that's 9, that's 7. We have a 5, 6 pair in the top left. Let me highlight the top left here. So in the top left, we need a pair. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 and 8. We know the order. That's a 6, 5, 6. Okay, so green is done. All right. So this is whatever's left. 4. These are done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5 and we need a 6. And then 4, 5, 7, 9 are left here. Let's mark it. Burp. Okay. And we're done. I'm going to be honest, disjoint's one of my least favorite constraints. I don't mind indexing. Indexing can be fun. Yeah, it's that user script, Erik. I talked about it earlier. Thanks, Sayori. It's a user script made by Chameleon, where you have a mark it button and a Sven it button. Hey, Sven, how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hey, Erik, welcome. All right, bet cells here. Hey, welcome, Zeta. So I did not watch Simon do this. It really does look like a baby dragon, doesn't it? Alrighty, this is called Baby Dragon. It's by zetamath. You know who that is. We've got normal Sudoku rules. We've got Yin-yang rules and a 10-line rule. So I just made a Yin-yang 6x6. It's in your bucket, Zeta. Not your bucket, your thread. Definitely check that one out. I'm proud of that one. I made it last night in a sleep-deprived state, so I'm sure it's amazing. It's a Minesweeper Yin-yang 6x6. All right. So yin-yang, color every cell in the grid in one of two colors, such that the cells of each color are orthogonally connected and no 2x2 is entirely one color. So we're going to pick two colors, doesn't matter which two. I'm going to pick green and purple because I like those colors. So we're going to be making an orthogonally connected set of greens, for example, and then another orthogonally connected set of purples, something along these lines. And what we have to avoid is we can't make this cell purple because that would make a 2x2 region that was all purple. And so there's some of this is broken up here as well. But you get the idea. They're all orthogonally connected to each other. The greens are orthogonally connected to each other. The purples are orthogonally connected to each other. And you don't make a 2x2 of any single color. And then 10-line, the ring around the grid must be entirely divided into non-overlapping groups of cells along the ring that sum to 10. Digits may repeat within a group. These groups must be contiguous along the line, but need to be orthogonally connected. Or need not be orthogonally connected. Okay, so, for example, if I do 2, 3, 5, that would be a group of... So this would be a group of cells that add to 10. And then I just can start another group down here where I can do, say, 1, 8, 1. And then this would be another group. Did I not? This would be another group of cells that add to 10. So we're going to be dividing the line up that way. And you could have 2 cells that add to 10. It doesn't have to be 3 every time. You can have 4 cells that add to 10. And then additionally, each of the groups along the 10 line that sum to 10 must all be one color, and 2 adjacent groups cannot be the same color. All right, cool. So we'll probably just eventually be designating the groups just by alternating the colors. We just have this 9 in the middle. The rules don't say what the 9 means, but I'm going to guess it means this cell is a 9. Okay. And the bet cell's in the eye of the dragon, which I'm sure is intentional. Oh, it's the ear? Oh, the 9 is the ear. And then the O is the bet cell's the eye. All right. Indeed, we shall start. So there's a couple things about yin-yang that might not be immediately obvious that I'll just cover for now, cover right now, which is, first of all, you cannot do what's called a checkerboard pattern or a Battenberg. That's what this is. This is a checkerboard. And the reason for that is because greens have to be orthogonally connected and purples need to be orthogonally connected. And no matter how you end up doing that, you're going to end up creating 2 islands of the other one. It's because they can't cross each other, right? So, like, no matter how big I make this, even if I go all the way to the end of the grid, and try to follow the end of the grid, like these greens are never going to connect to each other. Oops. And same with the other way around. So we cannot do that. The other pattern we can't do, or what was I going to say? No, that's and of course we can't do fully solid. The other thing that we can't do is have a group, or basically the edge is going to be contiguously. We're going to have one section of purples and one section of greens on the edge of this puzzle, which I think is going to be very important to start the puzzle out. Because if I make another group of greens like up here, then now these greens are going to have to connect to each other, but then also these purples are going to have to connect to each other, and that's just not going to be possible to do. Only one of them will happen. So you got to have one place only where the purples and greens divide, and it's going to have to be here. So we can just arbitrarily pick. Well, we don't know if it. Okay, yeah. So technically, we could do something like purple, green, purple, and then these are the only greens on the edges. And I don't know immediately that that's broken. But if we can prove this can't happen, then I could say that this cell is a different color from this cell, and we could start drawing from there. But how many yin-yangs don't have the border be the break-in? Yeah, I'm not going to spoil my puzzle, but what do I do with this info? It's very important to understand that in Yin-Yang's JLab, it's used by a lot of puzzles. I think these three, I think that means these three are all the same color. Because we can't have a split between colors here. Oh no, I guess the other split could be up here. Right, we get two places that demarcate green and purple. Oh, you were applying to zeta. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, how could you... Anyway. Oh, I am tired today. Well, yeah, so that's a problem, because we could split here, and we could split, like, here, and that would work fine. Well, I know the column 9 line splits, but we can also split this line. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on a second. The sum of 6 digits is minimum 21. How did I not think of that? So there have to be 2 splits along this line. Which means it is the case that I thought of, which is we have some tiny island of green somewhere in here, and everything else is one color. Well, everything else? Yeah, everything else. That's all purple. The very least. We have colors, and then these corners are all green to avoid a 2x2. This, you have to have at least 2 in a row that are green on a line. One of these is purple and one of these is green. Okay, so now we know that this is a dividing line. This purple has to grow. This one does not have to grow. In fact, probably doesn't. Hey, Rockin' Spots, how you doing? If it's 2 cells, I make it 2x2, really? What's the thought there, Worm? Well, I know at least one of these is green. How do I get out? Just get out. Sorry, I'm not following. What you're saying is probably true. I just don't follow. Yeah, if it's too long, you just get out. Well, he was talking about column 9 earlier. Anyway, row 8, column 6 is interesting. No, it's yin-yang worm. With the purple set in the box. I don't follow, Josh. Sorry, I just don't. It's not like a region sum line or anything. We could do 1, 2, 7, 4, 6, 9, or 8, 2. So you're saying it must be purple. I see what you're saying. Yeah, if this was green, we can't make 10 in 3 2 different ways. I see what you're saying. So it must be purple. That's true. You're right. So now this must be green to not make a 2 by 2. Green has to grow. I must have misread what you said because I thought you were saying it had to be green. Or I don't know. I don't know what I read. I understand now though. Unfortunately, box 9 is not the same. How is box 9 the same? Oh, yeah, it's similar. Right, okay, so just to generalize this a little bit, if you have 6 cells in a house, you must have at least 3 groups represented in that house. If you do only 2 groups, then they're going to add to 21, not 20 at minimum. So we need a third group in this house, so that means this must be green in order to accomplish that. And we can't do a checkerboard, so that needs to be green as well. And we can't do a 2x2, so that's purple. And then we can't do a 2x2, so that's purple. Hey, Carl, welcome. Are there any other houses with 6 cells? This is only 5. These ones. So we have a divide here, but we need another divide in here somewhere. I wonder if that's important. Maybe not yet. Good point from Carl. If I make this purple, it needs to grow in one direction or the other in order to add to 10. But either way, it would make a 2x2. So that has to be green. And I'm wary of growing it this way just because it makes a very long 10 sum, but it is possible technically. Oh, this can't be a 2x2, you're right. So it is green. Now, we can't make this one green because that would mean these 4 would add to 10 already, minimum, but then we have this one extra. So that one is purple, and purple needs to grow. And then we don't make a checkerboard. And then these greens have to get out. By the way, did I pick the same colors as Simon, or did I pick different ones? Mouse sees a 2x2. You're right. That can't be a 2x2. Green needs to grow. Don't make a 2x2. Green needs to get out. Purple can't be here because then you just have a single island of purple, so that's green. Nice. Avoid a 2x2 here, right, Josh? This purple's gonna have to connect somewhere. We've definitely got more green here, but I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, I always take this. Okay, so we definitely have more green here because if this was all purple, we would have all of these adding to 10. Right, so we need more green. So that means this one's always going to be green because it's either the here, here, or it's all 3 of them. So let's see. What happens if row 3, column 8 is purple? It forces this to be green. Ah, true. Nice, Sarah. If this is purple, then that makes, we have to avoid a 3x3, making this green, and now that has to be a 10, which obviously is not possible. So that one's green. Avoid the 2x2, true. So there's this one's green, or this one's green, or both. It has, this little L shape has to get out. Seems less likely for this to be green, but I guess it could be. Hey, J-Man, welcome. Not green here. Right, so we actually had made this observation earlier that among these 6 cells, we need to have at least 3 groups. And if I make this one green, then I have to make all of these green. Well, I'd have to make... Oh no, actually, I think it works. Oh no, if I make this one green, this one can't be green. This one will be purple. Maybe the 3 groups thing isn't the important bit. Right, okay. Yeah, that just doesn't work. If this was... It doesn't work for a much simpler reason. If this was green, we can't make this green because now this is a group that's at least 11. But if I make it purple, then that's a purple island. So this one is always purple. I can't make both of these purple, I guess is the point I was making earlier. Because then I would have only... No, I'd still have 3 groups. I think it's fine. Maybe I'm not thinking about this right. Hey, Donatello, thank you. At what point do I start putting digits in is the question. Carl's interested by this group of cells here. So these add to exactly 30. What's my minimum by rows? So this is minimum 1, 2, 3. I'd say this is minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, but that actually breaks this box. And this is minimum 1, 2, which breaks this, or that doesn't break this box. The min by box might be more interesting, you're right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 30. So yeah, okay. We know these cells add to 30, and by box they have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very true. So does this prevent... No, we could still do 6 and have these two be add to 4. This one has to be low, but I think we could put a 5 down here easily. If this were 5, then that adds to 11, so that's no good. Ah, interesting. So if we minimize these, we could do 1, 1, and 2. That adds to 4. And we're going to have to do that to get this to be a 6. Bunch of digits. Very nice. Now this is at least 3, but this could still be... Okay, with this being at least 3, this has to be a 6 or a 7. 8 or 9 wouldn't work because that would already exceed our sum. So this is either 3 or 4. And then we could still grow. We could still do 6, 3, 1 if we wanted to. So just keep that in mind. Oh, these just are 2, 3, 5. It's the only way to get to 10. So these are not 2, 3, 5. So this is not 1, 4. Okay, these add to 5 now. So at minimum, these are 7. So this can't be a 4 anymore. And now we have a 2, 3, 5 triple here. The 5's in one of these, so that's not a 5. We have a 2, 3, 5 triple here also, but so we have 1, 2, 3. So we need a 4. We have a 5, and then we need 6, 7, 8, 9. But the 6 isn't here. So this is a 4, 7, 8, 9 quad now with the 4 up here. So these are the 2, the 3, and the 5, it looks like. Hey, Amphiria, welcome. Right, if I exclude the 5 from these, the highest I'm getting is 2, 3, 4, which is not 5. So these have the 5 in them, so that's not a 5. Making a 2, 3 pair. And that works. This is 5, and this is a 1, 4 pair. Okay. We probably could have worked that out in 10 different ways, but we got it. I'm a little bit interested in this 10 sum, but not that interested in this 10 sum. Right, this can't be 8 or 9 because this is at least 3. Very true. By the information that Zeta gave me, I wonder if there's just no 8s or 9s on the line at all. I'm not going to use that. It may not be accurate. I think we could do 4, 1, 5. I don't follow Inferio. Can row 3, column 6 ever be green? Hey, David Ratner, welcome. Glad you can make it. Sorry, I had to respond to a Discord message. What was it? Can this ever be green? If this was green, this would have to get out. This couldn't be purple because it would be an island, so that's green. Ah, and then now we can't make a 2x2, so this would be purple, but now we have a checkerboard. So we're either going to make a checkerboard or we're going to make a 2x2. That's a nice spot. So this is always purple. I don't know what to do with it, but it's cool. More colors. I think thinking about cells that are 2 away is always interesting because if it matches the color 2 away, then you must fill it with the same color. So this one, for example, is 2 away from here and here. So if I made this one purple, I can't make this green or this green. So these are both purple. And then now I have a purple that's this long. This could add to 6, and this could add to 3 though. So technically you could do this. Is there any reason this breaks? This has to be green. Oh, sorry, this is a bit bifurcated, but oh, it's simpler. Is it? This is minimum 3. But this could still add to 4. This could this could be 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. It works. Oh, I see the issue. This has to be green because of the 2x2, but this needs to get out. This whole clump, it needs to get out, and now we have a checkerboard. So that doesn't work. So this one's green. I think that's all the 2 ways that we have left, though. Kind of covered them. Yeah, it sounds like Zeta wants us to do more Sudoku before we continue coloring. We'll figure out row 4, column 2. Well, I only saw it because I was thinking about the 2 away thing and how it's pretty restrictive. So what are we saying? Maybe purple is a little... Purple forces this to be green to avoid checkerboard. I don't know if that's a problem. That means this one's green. And this one's green. But, I mean, that looks pretty nice to me. Oh, we made a 2x2. Okay, how did that happen? Let's look again. So if this is purple, then this has to be green for the line, because we need 2 in a row on the line. But then this needs to be green. This needs to be simultaneously green and purple. It needs to be green to avoid a checkerboard, but it needs to be purple to avoid a 2x2. So that doesn't work. So this one is green. Row 4, column 8 is green. It has to be equal to row 2, column 7. Oh, that's really cool. I like that, Carl. Make it groupal. True. Okay, so Carl's point is if this is green, we can't make this add to 10 as 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason for that is way too many 1, 2, 3, 4s in the column. So we need to add to 10 by repeating a digit. The only digits that can repeat are these two. So these two would be, we'll mark them blue, would be the same digit as each other. But now where does blue go over here? It's forced to be at least 6. Repeating 6 does not help us achieve 10. Or at least 5, I guess. But still, 5 is already 10. So we can't actually make this green. This has to be purple. That's a really cool spot, Carl. And then now we need to avoid a checkerboard. And this green has to get out now. Oh, avoid a 2x2. Here and here. So now this has to be 6, 3, 1. More digits. One of these is 1. So Mark would like me to look at how this adds to 10. 1, 3, and 6 are gone. So we can't do 1, 9. We can't do 3, 7. We can't do 4, 6. So 2, 8 is the only one left. And what's left for the column? We have 1, 2, 3. We need a 4. We have 5, 6. We need 7 and 9. And the 4 is up here. These add to 10 without a 4. Is that a... I mean, I know 2, 3, 5 is possible. Is that the only way to do it? Someone tell me. I don't want to think about that right now. I know 2, 3, 5 is one way, but can't do 1, 4, 5. How many ways can you add to 10? 1, 2, 7, 1, 3, 6, 2, 3, 5. Oh, there's 2 other ways. Thanks, Carl. Oh, I have to avoid a 2x2 over here. Right here. These come out. Now this can't be purple. Ah. If this was purple, then these 3 would add to 10 somehow. So these 2 would have to add to 6. And this couldn't be a 1, 2, or 3. Why can't we do 4, 4, 2? Oh, but then this can't be a 2. Right. I do 5, 1. Why can't I do 4, 5, 1? Oh, the 1's up here. Right, neither of these can be 1 now. Okay, that's the point. So these add 2. This is at least 4. This is at least 2. That's 6. No, this is at least 3. Oh my gosh, my brain. This is at least 3. This is at least 4. This sees 1, 2, 3. This one sees 1 and 2. That's 7. 7 plus 4 is too big. So this one's green. Ta-da! This is this can't be a 3, so this still has to be 4, 6. Sometimes I just get a little stuck, but I got it. Avoid a 2x2. Thank you. And that actually has to get out. This clump does need to connect, but it has 2 outlets. Okay, so the only way to add to 10 in 3 is without a 1 is 2, 3, 5. But it can't be 2, 3, 5 because of this cell. So there's a 1 in here, which means the 1 is placed here. So these add to 9. How are we adding to 9? So we can't do 1, 8. We can't do 2, 3, 2, 7. We can't do 3, 6. So we have to do 4, 5, and there's only one way to do it. Yeah, very nice spot, Jaleb. I'm going to fill these cells. We have 1, 2, we need 3, we have 4, 5, 6, we need 7, 8, 9. Okay. Not as useful as I hoped. These add to 10. I wonder how we do that. We can't be 1, 9. I guess we could be 2, 8, or 3, 7. Can't be 4, 6. Okay, so Jaleb's point is actually really useful now because with the 1, we need to add to 9. So how are we adding to 9 with the 1? We can't do 2, 7 because that breaks this 10 sum. We can't do 3, 6 because we can't use a 6. So this has to be 1, 4, 5 now. And that places this 5 down here. And we can place the 6. As a couple people pointed out. Now these add to 10. Am I interested in that yet? Can't be 1, 9 at all. 2, 8 would go 8 here with 2 here. 3, 7 is either way. 4, 6 is not possible. They both see 6. So 9's one of these two, I guess. This 10 sum, is that at all restricted? Probably not. No. Plus it could grow. Okay. Interestingly, if this isn't a 7, then we have a 2, 3 pair and a 5 here. Mark's pointing out box 6 purple. Can it be 3 cells? With a 1 and a 3 missing, that seems unlikely. Okay, so now that 1 and 3 are missing, this has to be green, because without the 1, it's 2, 3, 5, and you can't do that without the 3. So that one's green. And now these can't be 1, 9, or 2, 8, or 3, 7, so they're 4, 6. And we know the order. That's awesome. Gets us some more digits. Garian's point is if row 6, column 7 is purple. Ah, yeah. We just got that. This is at least 4. No, it can't even be 4. This is 5, 7, 8, or 9. Can't be 9 though, because this is at least 2. Ah, avoid a 2 by 2. This has to get out. Don't Battenberg. This whole green needs to get out all the way here. Now these 3 add to 10, so 8 is already too big. And this adds to at least 5, so actually this adds 2, 5, and that's a 5. Nice. Getting there. This purple needs to have a buddy. And we're almost all colored. How do we finish this? This green has to connect up. And we're colored. Nice puzzle. Well done. All right. I think it's still a little too early to mark it, so let's just keep looking. These 3 add to 10. Is that interesting? Maybe not yet. Well, these can't even be 2, 3. So, and they can't be 2, 4. So these are at least 2, 5, adding to 7. So this is from 1, 2, 3. Whoops. They can't be 2, 3 because of this cell. Contains a 2. Okay, if this did not have a 2 in it, then this would be minimum 3, 5. But then 3, 5 was no good because 3, 5 we'd need a 2. So we just said there wasn't a 2. So then we'd have to go 3, 7, which is already 10. Okay, I believe it. So this has a 2 in it, meaning that's 8 and 2. Getting some more digits. 6 in box 3 goes right here. True. Thank you, Mark. This is a triple. 7, 8, 9. Six in box 5 is placed. Yeah. Are we finishing 6s? We have these left. These are 6s. All right, Mark points out we have a 7, 8, 9 triple here, so we need the 1, 2, 3 to go up here. This can't be a 2 because there's a 2 on this. This is a quad. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, we need 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. Not helpful. I guess 5 in this column is up here. Not sure if that's useful. Maybe I look at these sums here. What sums aren't done? It's really just... Oh, I removed something from here. I moved 8 from here, so that's not a 2. Not that that's super helpful. Okay, how about this one? Too many options. We can't put a 5 on this sum because we need another 5. So this could be 1, 9 in any order, I think. Oh, not any order. The 9 sees up. So it could be 1, 9. It could be 2. It can't be 2, 8 at all. And if it were 3, 7, then this would be the 7. This would be the 3. And it can't be 4, 6 at all. So that's pretty limited. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, Palfy. Or Palfly? Sorry. This 10 sum can't be the same as this 10 sum because it sees both cells. It can't be the same as this 10 sum because it would eliminate, right? Because of the way these angled ones work. Can't have 2 digits in 3 cells. So, and we know that these are 2, 8, and 3, 7. So these are 1, 9, or 4, 6. Wait, this has the same, this does the same thing. One of these is 3, 7, and this sees both of them. Sees this cell and this cell, which is enough to prevent this from being 3, 7. So this is 1, 9. This is 4, 6. Places this 4. That's a 4. That's a 9. That's 4 and 1. Places the 6 here. This is 2, 3, 7, 8 as well. Oops. I can't. Oh, this is a 3, 7. Well, that disambiguates things. Let me just double check. It can't be 1. Why can't it be 2? Oh, it can't be 2. Can't be 4. Can't be 5. Can't be 6. Can't be 8 or 9. Yeah. So with that being a 3, 7, this has to be 2, 8. You know the order. Which makes this a 3, 7. Is that an 8? This is 3 and 2. It's a 7. That's not a 2. Is it this that we want to do next, or maybe just Sudoku? So this row, we have 1, 2. We need 3. We have 4. We need 5 and 7. I'm not sure that helped. Well, how big can this be? This can be a 7. Ah. Martin pointed out this 7-8 pair. At least Martin's the only one I saw pointed out. I'm sure others did. Because I'm kind of just looking at the puzzle, not chat. 3, 7 pair puts a 5 here. Okay. So these add to 5. Can't be 1, 4, so they are 2, 3. So that's a 1. 5 and 1. This is that 5. I think all of our sums are done now, so it's just Sudoku. So let's mark it. Oop, not much to mark. All right, we need to figure out what disambiguates all this. This 2-3 pair gives us 7 and 9. There we go. That's always a 7. Congrats to 7 guessers. And we're done. No stored solution. What are you doing, Zeta? All right, thank you. That was a fun puzzle. I enjoyed that. Some really neat logic. Seems like there's a lot of opportunity to be creative within the logic as well, which I always love. Did you, I feel like you, because it's the break-in, you intentionally wanted most of the border to be one color. Is that accurate? That was kind of your idea behind the puzzle? Well, Sven definitely helps me fill the digits in Furio. The 21 is greater than 20 was a break-in idea? Started with that? Okay. I am quite adept at keyboarding. I'm willing to say that. Nice, Zeta. All right. Keyboard hero. I am very good at Guitar Hero as well. I mean, I'm not like as good as the crazy people, but I'm pretty good. You originally made the green sum 2 cells long and that had no solutions for weird parity reasons. Do you set a whole version of the puzzle with no solutions? You just make it a prove this has no solutions puzzle. Okay, I think I saw Panthera earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here, but her puzzle's up. Hey, Lucid Pro, how you doing? I'm gonna get rid of our outside labels there. Fun fact, if you know the color of all but one cell on the border in a yin-yang, you know the color of the last cell. That's not intuitive to me. Formula for that color is Uggy. I believe you. All right. This is called Shake Your Tail Feather. It's by Panthera. So we have normal Sudoku rules and normal Japanese sum rules. Just a single color Japanese sum. Nice. Back to the basics. So the way these work is we're going to be shading some cells, and the clues outside the grid give the sum of a contiguous run of shaded cells, with all the other cells being unshaded. So these 3 would add to 14, for example. If there's more than one clue, like this 4 and 6, then they have to be separated by at least one unshaded to distinguish them from each other. I can't just go, yes, these two are 4 and this is 6, because there's no border between them. You use an unshaded as a border between them, and then now you can go, these are 4 and this is 6, and they go in that order. They go in the order they're written. And that's it. Those are the rules. So, how do we want to get started? Does one of these columns add to 45 by any chance? We're close to it. I'm not seeing any. 10, 10, 4, 5. So let's minimize that. We'd have 2 cells for the 10. We'd have 2 more cells for the 10. Then we do the 4, and then we do the 5. So that's the only way that row works. So we have digits already. I think the camel does, Mark. And then... Hey, welcome back, Panthera. One of these is going to be a 6, because the 10 can't have the 4 in it. What are our outies? 29. Outies are 16. So yeah, I have the other way to add to 10 along with the 6. So I don't know what those are going to be. That makes sense. This is a 1, 2, or 3 because of the 3 clue here. Column 9, this is a 5. Could this be part of the 7 clue? If it was, we could do a 2, 5 here, and then unshaded, but then we can't fit 5, 3, and 1 after it. So this is the 5 clue, and it's surrounded by unshadeds. And then I have to fit the 1 and the 3 in. Nice. There's things that add to 7 up here. Actually, it has to be a single 7, doesn't it? Can't do 1, 6, can't do 2, 5, can't do 3, 4. So there's a singular 7 up here. It's shaded. How about this 4? This 4 is fine. It could be part of the 6 clue. Not row 1? What's wrong with row 1? I think row 1 works. Argentina 1 against whom? (26) in column 3. So 987 is only 24. So yeah, we got to highlight all of these. And now this can't be a 7 for sure. 8 can only reach 3 cells, so these are all unshaded. Right, this has a gray after it because that's the 1 clue. This has a gray after it because it's a 3 clue. This could be a 5. The 3 here. This being a 1 and this being a 3 just lines up with these, so I want that to be true, but it's not forced yet. Okay, let's put it this way. One of these 3 is a 1, for sure. If the 1 is here, then obviously it is not a 3. If the 1 is up here, if the 1 were here, then this has to be gray, so it's not a 3. And if the 1 were up here, I could technically do green, gray, green, but this can't be a 3 because it would be a 1 clue. So no matter what, this is not the 3. So the 3 has to be after this, is my point. So this is the 3 and this is the 5. And then that 3 is part of a 3 clue, and then this 5 is part of a 5 clue, so those are all gray. Now, avoid a checkerboard. No, I'm kidding. There's a 1 up here somewhere. Hey, Bremster. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it. David Ratner, thank you so much for the super chat, for showcasing
David
a beautiful
Ratner
one and only
donated
Panthera puzzle.
$8 through
Indeed.
Super Chat for showcasing
Always happy
a
to
beautiful
showcase a
one and
Panthera
only
puzzle.
Panthera puzzle.
Derek has a good point now, because if I want this to grow up to be a 6 clue, this would have to be a 2, but now that clashes with the 1 clue here, because it is going to be the rightmost clue and it's not a 1. So this is gray around it and it's the 4 clue. So the 6 clue is in one of these two. No, it could be either one. Never mind. What am I missing here? This is a 20 clue. All right, I can probably green some of this 26 clue, huh? Oh no, this is the 26 clue. The 10 clue I can't green. Can the 26 clue in column 3 intersect the 3 clue in row 2? Oh, interesting. So if this was a 3, 9, 8, 7 adds to 24. So this would only add to... Oh no, that would work, wouldn't it? Can we do 9, 8, 6, 3? Yeah, it works. Nine, 8, 6, 3 prevents 10 and 2. 9, 8, 7, 2 makes more sense. Yeah, there's a few ways to do it. Gray, the top of column 7. Ah, true. These are gray, because 4 is the first clue. There's 1 up here. I really just want to put a 1 here, but can't yet. Garian has a nice point. 14 clue in column 5. And P5 cells. Ah. So yes, 5 cells is at least 15, so it can't reach the top or bottom of the grid. Six in box 9. Aha. Now, if this were a 6, then this would have to be a 3 to add to 9, but there's a 3 in the row already. So this is a 6. And it's part of a 26 clue. So we need 20 more, which is at least 3 more cells. And what are our outies? 27, how do we get to 45? Let's find out. I don't feel like adding. 18, so we need 3 outies, at least. Helpfully says the 29 in column 2 wait, I lost it. 29 column 2 needs to expand to row 4 and row 6. Okay, so the question is, can this be anything other than the 29 clue? We have to answer that first. And the answer is probably no, just looking at it. But if it were the 6 clue, then we'd have to fit a 29 and a 4 below it, and that's just not possible. If it were the 4 clue, we'd have to fit a 29 and a 6 above it. That's not possible. This is the 29 clue. 29 is going to require 4 cells at least. So even if I took this one, I'd still need to take these two. All right. That means the 4 clue is down here somewhere. Yeah, and we have a single clue here, so those have to connect. So now we can't go 5 cells, right? 14 clues only 4 cells, so these two can no longer be shaded. The 6 clue is now forced. You guys are right. So we actually can color all of that. This is a 6. This is the 3 or 7 clue. 6 is part of an 8 clue. Can't be. It has to be 2 long now. Can't be 3 long. So that's 6-2. And now these do have to be 9-8-7. I was right. It was 9-8-7-2. 29 and 4 is 9-8-7-5. Yes, this has to be a 7 for the 7 clue, and it's gray around it, and this has to be a 3. Places this 7, which is surrounded as well. This row's done. Shading. That forces this to be the 1 I suspected from the beginning. This is not a 3. This is a 10 clue, so that's not a 7 anymore. Let's see. 8-9 pair here. 5-7 pair here. Oh, this is now 17, so it's surrounded by grays. And that's gray. It's not a clue at all. This 13 clue has only 1 clue, so this is gray. This is part of a 20 clue, and its minimum is now 13. So I can do 7 more without a 1, so I can do 2 more. Oh, unfortunate. Okay. We have the 4 and 6 done, so that's gray. This could still be a 9 on its own. Three in this box goes here, interestingly. So that's 3. Oh wait, we have 3, 6, 7 here then. Good to know. This is also 1, 2, 8, 9. The camels coming together, taking shape. Very colorful camels, indeed. Row 8, 9, column 1 are gray. True, we have 2 3 clues. So there's no way they're down here if this is a... So that we have a 1, 2 pair here then. Interesting. This is a 9 clue. I want this to be 2, 7 with a 1 here. Okay, by this column, this is part of a 5 clue, isn't it? So it can't be 8, 9. And it can't grow down because you can't do 5 and 3. So this is gray. It grows up, and this is a 3 or 4. Okay, and now this is part of an 8 clue, but then we need a 9 clue after it. So those are just single digits. This is the 9 clue, so that is gray, and that is gray. And then we can place this 4. Very nice. The 4 is its own clue, vertically. This has to be the 1 clue for the row, and then we have a 2 somewhere over here. This 1 clue is part of a 10, so it has to grow. The 10 clue can't be... the 8-9 pair keeps this from being a 9, so that has to grow again. So these add to 9. What are we... Oh, they're just what are... Bleh. How are we adding to 9? We have 1, 2, 3. We need to do 4, 5 to add to 9, and we know the order. And then this is a 6. Nice. That's how you do it. We need a 1, 2, 3 here. So this is the 1. This 9 clue, right, has to be 4, 5, has to minimize. And now this is a 1, 2, and we know the order. Did not end up the way I thought, but it did end up. It's all resolved. Do we positively try to get to 26, or do we look at outies? I guess we positively try to get to 26. So we currently have 5 plus 8. Oops. We have 5 plus 8 plus 6, which is 19. So we're going to need 7 more. 7 and 2. We could do 2, 5 or 3, 4. Oh no, we can't do 2, 5. There's a 5 used. So we're 3, 4. So that's 2 and 3. And then this is a pair. 7 and 9. Probably could have looked at outies. This does add to 20 already, so that's gray. This adds to 14. If that were a 2, these would add to 5 plus 8, which is 13, and then this would be a 1. Unfortunately, that works. Yeah, they're really loud, peacocks, yeah. Or sorry, camels. Oh wait, this is part of a 10 clue, so it has to grow. How are we adding to 10? Only 1, 9, I think. 1, 9's possible. Can't do 2, 8. Can't do 3, 7. Can't do 4, 6. So, but this isn't a 9, because that would add to 17. So that's a 1, that's a 9. So these add to 9, so I need another 5. So actually I do need to grow down. This is a 2 when it's like that. And so now these add to 13, so we need another... Wait, what'd I do? No, these add to 11, so I need a 3. Row 7. Did I... What? This is 26. Don't scare me like that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9. I'm tempted to hit the market button, but I think it's a little too early for that. That's a 6. These are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. That's a 9, that's a 6, that's a 5, that's a 4, that's a 7, that's a 6. It's all Sudoku from here. It's a 7. Oops, I don't actually know that's a 2. I just saw that we needed a 2. 2 and 8 are needed. 1. Oh, 1 is placed. Amazing. 5 is placed. I need 6 and 7. Are those placed? They are placed. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sparse puzzle for a JSUMs. I'm surprised. Usually there'd be like a hidden magic square somewhere to finish it off. What do I need here? I need 2, 4, 7, 8. So what do we got here? We got 8 and 4. We got 2 and 8. We got 7 and 2. All right, I'm going to hit market now. Haha. Thank you, Mark. And we're done. Thank you, Panthera. Yeah, I linked it earlier. Chameleon made a plugin for it. I can link it again. So here's the link to the Tamper Monkey plugin to add the market button. Alrighty. I think we have time for another. I can change my capture here, and then I can turn on row column labels. Why are there so many links in your submission, Derek? Did I do the right link? Oopsie. Oh, I can't fill zeros there. I did the right link? Okay. I probably have to turn off conflict checker, huh? All right, this puzzle is called Peepholes. It's by Derektionary. There are 4 4x4 puzzles, each of which has normal 4x4 Sudoku rules. Additionally, in each grid, exactly 1 cell in every row, column, and 4x4 box is a doubler. A doubler cell counts for twice the cell's value. In each grid, exactly 1 cell in every row, column, and 4x4 box is a doubler. Okay. In each grid, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 must be doubled exactly once. No 2 grids may have doublers in the same row column position. Wow, okay. The cages in the grid are look and say cages. Digits may repeat in the cages, and the number in the top left corner describes which values are in the cage. All right. Well, we have a given. Oh, value in the cage, so it could be doubled, is my understanding there. One in one of those. This is 2 or 4. One in one of those. This is 3 or this has a 3 or 6 in it. Wait, they only go up to 4, don't they? There's a 3 in here and there's a 4 in here. This is concerning. Right, there's a 3 in one of these. I'm gonna fill zeros in these so that we get the solution check at the end. Can't double to get a 3. Yeah, got that. I think this cluster is our break-in. We need how many doublers do we need here? Well, just within this box, we know the doubler's in one of these. So I'm going to use gray for not doubler. And then between these, we need a doubler. So this is not a doubler. Both 18 cages share row 2, column 2. So one of these is a doubler. Yep. This could be a doubler, or we could have a doubler here and here. Right, one of these is a doubler, so these are not doubled, and one of these is a doubler, so this is not doubled. So between these cells, the 1 and 2 are used. So this is 3 or 4, and this is 1 and 2, and so this is 3 or 4. I don't think good lifting that is useful, but same in grid 4. Ah, true. These are not doubled. Do we want to? Is there might be a global property here. So how many doublers in total do I have? I've got 16 doublers in total, and I've got 16 cells, right? So I need a doubler in every disjoint position between the grids. That's true, right? So if I highlight all row 1, column 1s, one of them will be a doubler, right? Oh, these 3s point left, so that's a 4 and that's a 3. So if I non-doubler enough cells in a disjoint, then that forces a doubler. This bothers me because I want to say these two have to be 4, but with doublers, you don't have to do that. Good point from Kuraban, I think. So if this was a 4, it would be the doubler. But then this couldn't be a doubler and would also be a 4. So this is not the 4 doubler, this is the 4 doubler. And we have our first doubler. And we can gray out a bunch of stuff, and we can gray out row 2, column 2. And now this is a 4 and it's a doubler. And now we can gray out a bunch of stuff. And we can gray out these cells. I'm going to mess this up at some point. This can't be 4. Okay, 4 is not in this at all. Oh, wait, hold on. What am I doing? I was scanning those 4s. I apologize. Those 4s do not affect those cells. You know the doubler is in one of 2 positions in box 3 in grid 4. Box 3 in grid 3. Ah, yes, we have to have a doubler here. So that's a 1, that's a 2. These are not doublers. This is 2, 4. Need a doubler in this column. I'll gray stuff soon. Okay, so we can gray these 2. I'm going to deal with these one at a time. Gray that one. Now that these 2 are grayed, this is the 3 doubler. So I can gray these. That grays this one. Okay. I have an X-wing on doublers here. Ah, these are gray. Wait. Yeah, these are gray. This is green. So that's gray. So that's green. That's green. These are gray. This row needs a doubler here, so these are gray. This is 1, 3. Oh, there's already a doubled 1, so this can't be a 1. That's true. Forgot about that roll. Let's let's good lift some of this. Ah, so I need a doubled 2 down here because I can't double the 2 down here. So this is 4, this is 2. There's a 2 down here, and then there's a 4 down here. I guess, yeah, that works. We just know these pairs now. This is 2, 3. This is 1, 4. This is 1, 4. This is 2, 3. That's going to get resolved by the doublers. What am I missing? Yeah, I don't think the market button will work on this one, Derek. All right, I can place 3 in this box. This is 1, 2, so this is 4. This is 1, 2. I don't know how much to good lift 2x2 or 4x4 puzzles. Seems like you just good lift them from the start, to be honest. This is only 1, 2, and 4 because there has to be a 1 up here by Sudoku, and then either we have the 4 here or we have a double 2 or a 4 here. Grid 1 does have the 3 doubled already. That's true. It's fine, so Tech. I know all the Twitch emotes anyway. Let's see. I mean, like, do I good lift 1, 2, 3 like that? Oh, 1, 2 pair now. So that's a 3. 4. Hey, Abed. If the 2-4 cage had 2 4s, then you cannot double the 4 in grid 2. Interesting. So if this was double 4, this would be gray. So this would be green, this would be gray, this would be green. And now we can't have a doubled 4 at all. They all see a 4. So it cannot be double 4, which means it needs a doubler, which means this is a double 2. Because we can't double up the 4 there. So this does not have a doubler in it. It's just a standard 1-4 pair. So we have finished these doublers. That resolves this. And so this is 2 and 4. There's a 4 in one of these. So actually the 4 doubler goes here, and the 4 in the cage goes here. So these are 1, 4, so we know the order. This is a 3. This is 1, 2, but the doubler can't be a 2. Okay, we needed the last 3 to double. It's a 2. Right, this is 1 and 4. This is 3. This is 2 and 1. All right, that one's done. What do we do now? You could lift this. Okay, we have a similar thing going on here. If this was a 1, it's not allowed to be doubled. But then that removes all possible doubled ones from this grid. So this cannot be a 1. This has to be the 1. And so now the only doubled one goes here. That's a non-doubled 4, right? So we need a double 2 here. This should resolve. And then it should also resolve the top left grid, because this is gray, so this is green. That's gray, that's green. This can't be 4. This now has a real 2 in it, so none of these are 2s. So the doubled 2 goes here. Manual svenning going on here. That's a 4, that's a 1, that's a 4. And then we need a, can't double a 3, so that's 1, 3, 1, 3. And the bet cell was our last filled cell. Very nice. Thanks, Derek. Alrighty. This might be weird, but do you guys want to see the 6x6 that I made last night? We can I can have you guys drive, point out logic. I don't know if that would work. It seems kind of weird, but I obviously know how to solve it. Oh, poor Claudia. Yes, that's Rocky. All right, I made this puzzle. Let's give you guys the links here. This is Claudia. Claudia is a cat. Here's Claudia. Hello. Alrighty. This is called Between the Yin and Yang. It's by me. So I'll go over the rules real quick. So we have normal 6x6 rules. Standard between lines. So digits on the line have to be strictly between the digits in the circles. Standard ratio dot. So one of these is double the other. 1-to-2 ratio. We have yin-yang. So we're shading some cells such that all shaded cells are orthogonally connected and all unshaded cells are orthogonally connected. Shaded and unshaded cells may not occupy a 2x2 area. So we just did one of those. And then also the circles for the between lines, not the line itself, but just the circles, also act as minesweeper clues. Circles are always unshaded, so we can go to every circle and we can just start them unshaded. We'll use gray for unshaded and green for shaded. And then their value is equal to the number of surrounding cells which are shaded. So if these two were shaded and these were not, the surrounding cells around the circle is 2, so we'd fill a 2 here. So that's how that works. All right. So how do you guys want to start? You guys are talking about the black dot here. Row 1, column 4. Oops. By yin-yang. Can't be shaded. Okay. Because it would be a singular trapped green, obviously. Row 2, column 3, 5. Must be shaded now because we can't make a 2x2 of grays. So you can't ever put a 1 on... Is this what you guys were talking about, the black dot? You can't put a 1 here because it's on a between line? This bottom right corner is not allowed to be fully shaded, true. So what do you want to do about that? I think what you're talking about here is because this can't be fully shaded, we need at least this one shaded so that it would get out. Is that what you're talking about? So this one has to be green, because if this was unshaded, then we can't trap a green in here, so these would be unshaded and we'd make it 2x2. So I think that's Derek's point. This one's shaded and it gets out. Okay, I'm gonna let you down, Claudia. She wants lunch. So now, by the border thing, only these can be green. So the entire border around here has to be gray. That gives us a 2x2 here. This has to get out. I'll do some of the easy stuff, so you don't have to chat it. This is a 2x2. Don't make a checkerboard. Minesweeper digits. So this is a 5. This is a 2. This is a 1. This is a 2. Black dot is now 3, 6. So this has to be either 3 or 4. But the 4 would require a 2 here because of the between line. It's 3 or 4. But the 4 would require a 2 here, and there's a 2 used up. So this has to be 3, 6 in that order. This now is 4 or 5, and this is 2, 3, or 2 or 4, I guess. Oh, I can turn on conflict checker. There we go. 1 in box 1 is placed. True. We can actually good lift the 3, 6 here if we want. So this is 2, 4, 5, and we know the order. And this is 2, 4, 5. So 3 in row 4. Is here. Row 5,1 is only 4, 6, but it's not a 6. True. So by Minesweeper rules, it can only ever see up to 4. But it can't be a 3 because then there'd be nothing for this cell. So it is only 4. Can't be 5 because it sees a 5. So that places this 3. And this is just the finishing the column. Now that it's a 4, we have to highlight all 4 of those. I'll give you guys that. And the border has to connect. Don't make a 3x3. Here, let's good lift this. 1, 2, 3. This is 4, 6. This is 1, 5. This gray is going to have to get out. Yeah, Nicholas just said that. Row 4, column 6 is a 2 question mark. I'm not sure why that would be true. Oh, row 4, column 6. Sorry, row 4, column 6. Right, so if we look at this here, it can see 1, 2, or 3 cells, but 1 and 3, it sees 1 and 3, so it's a 2. Also, if you think about it a little bit harder, you can't make both of these green because it makes a checkerboard. So actually only one of these could be green, so it couldn't even be a 3. Yeah. That's a 2 by Sudoku. So this has to be bigger than 3. Actually, this is minimum 4. So this has to be 5 or 6. And then this is 4 or 5. So let's look at the Pelfley is saying this has to be a 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible shaded. But because of what I just said here, only one of these can be shaded. So actually we can only do 5. And so we actually know that these two must be 2 of the shaded ones. Okay, so maybe this one? Maybe not. Row 3, column 4. Ah, don't make it 2 by 2, so this is gray. Don't make a checkerboard, so this is green. Don't make a checkerboard, for this is gray. So we're done coloring. And I think it should just finish from here. What do you guys think? I thought it was neat. This is the first yin-yang I've set. I thought it would be neat to combine it with the between lines. Not too hard, but it was actually way harder to set than to solve. This was so hard to set. I kept running into just contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks, Garion. Surprisingly difficult to get a valid yin-yang. I tried so hard to not place that black dot. You have no idea. I could not find a single between line to add that would have resolved it, so I just black dotted it. Yeah, I thought the interaction was interesting as well. Alrighty. Let me just pick another 6x6 to I'm gonna steal one from Zeta's pool here. Wow, Jay is making a ton of these. Okay, we'll do another Daniel one. Worm wants to be an end stream early. Just kidding. I do have a hungry cat. Definitely true. All right, this is called Let It Snow, Let It Snow. It's by Kinnison. So we have a normal 6x6 rules. Cells separated by a circle digit differ by the number in the circle. For example, cells separated by 3 must have a difference of exactly 3. The gray circles indicate cells which have an odd digit in them. So these are 1, 3, 5. The only way to do a difference of 5 is with 1, 6. So from the 1, we can go to 5. From the 6, we can go to 2. So that's how that works. From the 2, we'd have to go to 5. And from the 5, we'd have to go to 2. And so now this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4. That makes sense. Three, 4 pair here means that's not a 3, and that's not a 3. 2, 5 pair here means that's not a 5. 3 difference from here, so we're either 3 to 6 or 1 to 4, I guess. These are the same parity, and these are the same parity. So they have to be different parities, because we only have 3 of each parity. So these are different parities. I don't know if that matters. A difference of 4 would be 1, 5 or 2, 6, and that's it. So there's a virtual 1, 6 pair here. Column 3 seems restricted. Let me look at this virtual 1, 6 first. So that means this can't be 1 or 6. So we could go 2, 4. Or we could go 3, 5. But that's it. Column 3 then. Well, if I just good lift this, it's 1, 3, 4, 6. So difference of 2, we could do 1, 3, or we could do 4, 6, I guess. Difference of 3, I could do 1, 4, or 3, 6. How does that resolve itself? Row 1 circles are known? We have a 1, 6 pair here, that's true. And a 3, 4 pair here. So 2 would go to 4, 5 would go to 3. What other pairs am I missing? 1 in box 1. 2, 5 pair in box 2. 2, 5 pair in box 2. Nice. So that's a 1. Nice. So that gives us 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. There we go. 2 goes to 6. 5 goes to 3. 4, 3, 2, 5. 1, 6. So that's 1 and 6. There we go. That's a 5. 2. 4 and 3 are left. That's a 6. Mark it. Aha. Thanks, Mark. This is even, so this has to be odd. And we're done. Nice end to the stream. Kinnison's always good at making approachable puzzles that still demonstrate something interesting. So I know I'm always in for a treat there, but not a long treat, a short treat. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I'm going to end stream here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed all the puzzles, including my own. I don't make puzzles often, but I think making 6x6s is less of a investment, as it were. Although I am thinking about making that rule set and trying to make a 9x9 out of it. I'm not sure when I'll have time, but if anyone else wants to try it, feel free. It was tough though to get it to work out, but maybe in a 9x9 there's more flexibility. Anyway, I'm going to end stream now. True. If you have not liked the stream, now is your last chance. Thank you to Bremster for 7 months as a member. Thanks to David Ratner for the super chat. Thanks to all my super supporters: The Asylum, Peter, David Ratner, Sotek, Franco, Jonathan, Mathgeek, Kenny, Aiden, Logan, Woofer, and Rise to the Equation. Thanks to all my members and patrons. And I will see all of you Monday evening for Word Games. Have a great night.